Okay, so I'm Grasswalker. Hello and welcome back to the Life in the UK tests. We tried the first one, didn't quite pass. Very unfortunate. We're gonna hope for the law of averages and get a pass overall when we do all 40 of them, I guess. I don't know how long this series is gonna last. It's how long my ego can take being bruised. Question 1 of test 2. Which Scottish city is known as the home of golf? I know that St Andrews has a golf course, so I'm just going to pick the only place I've ever heard associated with golf ever. We managed to get it. Which court deals with the most serious cases of children aged 10 to 17 in England, Wales and Northern Ireland? This is a freebie, but only because I do policing and criminology as my PhD. That would be the Crown Court. If I get this wrong, I'm going to cry. Okay. What is the name of the best preserved prehistoric village in Northern Europe and which origin traces back to the Stone Age? So it's giving me prehistoric, it's giving me Northern Europe, it's giving me Stone Age. It's all pointing to Stonehenge, which is complete bait, because we don't know what Stonehenge was. People think it was a clock, maybe? I've never heard of Bio. So it's either Maiden or Skara Brae. We've looked our way into it, okay. When was the National Trust founded? This is on every, castle or big park or sometimes woodland trusts as well. It's in the 1800s. So this is, I'm actually going to test taking this. If you're offering me 1890 and 1980, you're trying to trick me into thinking it's one of those two. And I know it's not the 1900s, which only leaves one choice. We've cheesed our way into that one. After the Black Death, new social classes appeared in England, including owners of large areas of land known as the gentry, right? Yeah. I don't know why I knew that. I just did. It was just hidden within me somewhere. Elizabeth I was the younger daughter of which king? Well, these Henrys were way long ago. It was Elizabeth I, actually, though. I don't know how recent that is. I'm gonna go that her dad was James. Unfortunate. It's not really unfortunate, there's no luck involved, I'm just uneducated. Which of the following operas, already I'm guessing, was written by Gilbert and Sullivan? I don't know if that's... Is that their surnames? Is this a company called Gilbert and Sullivan? I don't know anything about operas. I mean, I'm guessing here. I've heard of the Phantom of the Opera, and I've heard of Cats. I think the Phantom of the Opera is not a very British or UK opera, though. I feel like that's a European one. It's too cool for us to have made it. I'm just gonna guess Cats. No! I don't know anything about opera. Where is Loch Lomond and the Trossachs National Park? Loch Lomond. Trossachs. I don't know whether those are Welsh or Scottish names, and I don't know whether it would be East or West. We're going to guess West Scotland. Alright, here's my advice to you if you're trying to pass the Life in the UK test. Be really, really lucky. So work it out for me. Who is married to the Queen of the United Kingdom? Unfortunate because he's dead. I think it's Prince Charles. I think he died like a week ago. No, it's Prince Philip. Oh yeah, because he's the weird pedo dude. Unfortunate. By what two other names is the Church of England known? I don't know anything about churches. Why is this on it? What does this weird religious stuff have to do with being English? I'm gonna go the Anglican Church. And I feel like we'd call it the greatest church because we're a bunch of cocks like that. Episcopal? What? Who was the first British Prime Minister? I don't know that. I know Oliver Cromwell overthrew the king, and then they set up some kind of democratic vote situation. So I'm actually going to guess him. No! I think Oliver Cromwell just killed a bunch of people and took over. I don't think he was a prime minister. When does Lent start? I don't know what Lent is. I don't know when it starts. It's something to do with Easter by the fact that two of them are Easter answers. It's nothing to do with Easter. I was just lied to. How old do you need to be to apply for a free TV license? I think it's 65. Everything's 65, right? No, it's not. Blind people can get a 50% discount. And we've absolutely shit the bed already. Because we got, what, the first 8 right? And then we've got every single one wrong since. What time do pubs usually open? On Sundays? It depends on the pub. Some pubs don't open till 7 PM because they just don't serve food. Some pubs are open in the morning. I'm just gonna go midday. Yeah, I mean, cut it to the middle, but what? What is the official home of the Prime Minister? Classic Downing Street, right? Yeah. Got that one at least. What is the name given to elected members of the European Parliament? It's not MPs, because that's Member of Parliament. So it'd be Member of European Parliament, right? It'd be the MEPs. Suss that one out. Which British sportswoman won 2 gold medals for running in 2004? I was like 6. I don't know what was going on when I was 6. I've heard of Jessica Ennis-Hill, vaguely. I didn't know what was going on in the Olympics when I was 6. I had better things to do. I was licking trees. What percentage of the total British population is located in England alone? I think it's a huge majority, right? Like, it's in the 70s, it's gotta be. Oh, it's even higher. What was the population of the UK in 2010? That's 11 years ago, man. 60 million? 62 million? Something around there? Because it's 65-ish now, maybe. Which court deals with cases involving personal injury, family matters, breaches of contract, and divorce? Oh, that's all county shit, right? That's nothing to do with the real courts. It's just a bunch of nonsense. No one cares if you get a divorce. Just get it over with. What is the name of the building where Scottish Parliament meet? I don't know. It's not Westminster, because that's where... This is going to piss off the Scottish viewers. That's where the real Parliament meets. No, not to oppress. Holyrood, Senedd, Stormont. Never heard of any of these 3 places. I'm going to guess Senedd. Sounds cool. Unfortunate. Holyrood, not nearly as cool as the Senedd. What flower is associated with England? I mean... I wouldn't say any of these are not related with England. We had an entire Thistle War, right? We had the War of the Roses too. You find daffodils on every grass patch, park and front garden. Honestly can't tell you what a shamrock is. To me, the most English flower is the daffodil. It's everywhere, it's just vibing, it's having a good time. No, roses are too romantic for England. This is wrong. My opinion is correct. Who was Robert Burns? British musician, Scottish poet, Welsh scientist, Irish engineer. I'm guessing he was a Scottish poet. Didn't really know it, but we did our best. In which period did British film studios flourish? Never? I imagine it probably wasn't during the war. So it was either just before or just after the war. I think everyone was dead just after the war, so we're going to go just before the war. Nice. Oh, that was way worse. 13 of 24. My score is deteriorating now. So we got 16 and 13. That's really bad. That's actually quite awful, to be honest. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I was born in England, I was raised in England, I visited Wales, Scotland and Ireland. I'm not like a complete dunce. I did geography and history in school, but we mostly learned about the world wars and Robin Hood. We didn't learn about any of this stuff. I have my doubts as to whether any of this is common life in the UK knowledge. I think I'm getting along pretty fine without most of this knowledge. But I get where they're coming from with the idea that if you want to come live in England, you should know about English culture, but some of these questions are kind of bullshit. Like, when do pubs open? 10, 11, midday, or 1? That's complete bullshit, because it'll just come down to what pub is near you, and you'll get a feel for when that pub is open. I don't know. I don't like it, but I see why it's there. I think they should have done it better. That's my feedback on life in the UK, having failed to do tests so far. But I'll see how I do in the future ones. Thank you for joining me. Bye.